I just want to toss in a little bitty reflection that I had about being an introvert, INFJ part. So I was at work, and 3 introverts. I was one of them. We're all standing in front of the restaurant, and we were just all standing there like 6 feet apart. Not for social distancing purposes, but just, I'm guessing it's because we need our space, you know. So I stood up there and I noticed that they're standing up there. They weren't talking. And I went stood up there at the podium for like, I think it was a couple of minutes. Then I started like laughing inside, and I had my face mask on, so couldn't see my smile under my smile. But when I was standing there thinking, I was just like, oh my God, 3 introverts together, like we're so quiet. It's like we're all so much in our head. And like with me, with one of them, like I've already like went into deep discussions with her in a way. Like I showed interest in the stuff that she does. She does dance, and so like we went in a kind of depths and talked about that, but I haven't like really talked with the other one. So standing up there thinking like, how do I even start this discussion with the other girl, or how do I even start a discussion with both of them? And I'm pretty sure they're both sitting there next to each other thinking the same thing, because you can only talk so much about like what do you call it, the surface level type of discussions and the short talk. And so what I did, I just walked away because it's too humorous, and I was like, I don't know how to do this, and I'm not gonna do it. I'll just walk away. And like that was like the quietest, what do you call, shift that I've ever been on. Like we rarely talked, other than saying like, hey, you got this, hey, you got that. I think it's a humorous introvert thing and INFJ thing. But I think that holds us back because like we don't want to go in depths. Like I don't know what their depth is, what their philosophy is, and if that's their interest and what they can just like gab away and talk about. Like I know and they know, I'm pretty sure that they want to get in deeper discussions, but we don't. I think that's funny, because we just like miss out on things, and this is like, oh shucks, I could have did that, I could have learned this, I could have learned that. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's humorous. But then also another thing about the girl that I know a little bit more of, like when I first started, she was already working there before me, and I asked some of her interests in that job, becoming a what do you call it, server. But then I noticed, in my mind, like what she kind of experienced would be a little bit frustrating, and start thinking of what's next. And I actually heard her talking about what's next to someone else. But the thing that was frustrating somewhat to me, if I was in her position, was that other females have started and they've gone on to be a server. And I know she has the capabilities and the what do you call it, conversation abilities, and she can be an extrovert, but because she's so much in her head and she talks softly like I do, that's what's holding her back. So she's thinking of the next move. And I wanted to tell her, like, only way you're gonna get it It's like if you speak up and tell, like, when is it my turn? I can do this. I know I can do this. And like I see it and hear from her all the time, just because she's not boom 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 all out there and extroverted and expressing her thoughts and feelings about stuff. Like, we tend to get bypassed, and I think that's like a down part about being an introvert. And I don't know what she is, if she's an introvert or the other girls are an INFJ. I mean, I don't know if the other girl's an INFJ. I'm pretty sure the one I'm talking about is not an INFJ. There's something else. But I know, I just wanted to share that funny story of like how we just like stand there and don't conversate. Almost go like a whole shift without conversating. And I'm pretty sure like we're totally fine with it. But it's like, where do we start? What do we even want to talk about? Because we're so much in our head. Alright, but I'm almost back to the restaurant, so yeah. Thank you, fellow INFJ folks, for clicking on the video and commenting and all of that type of stuff. And for the new subscriber, subscriber, I said subscriber. I'm recording this from my phone while I'm at work. Alright, have a great day. I can't do it with this hand because I'm holding it with my right hand, but live long and prosper. Yeah.